That's a nice welcome. Good evening, Easter. Excellent, excellent. I know it's hot, and it's very hot. My hair is sweating. Um, yeah, thanks for coming out. Thank you very much. Firstly, we do have people in the library in person, but also we've got our residents and our friends online as well. So this is a hybrid meeting. So let's all wave to our friends online. Hi, everyone online. Excellent.
Hi, Sakir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
So whilst this is happening, we've got Samuel doing our IT bit on it, and we've got Ricky as well. Anything that goes wrong is their fault. We just blame them. Nothing of my fault at all. Okay. Right. So people who don't know me, my name is Zakir Adam. I'm the neighborhood area manager for East Ham. You may have seen me around in the library or walking on the high street. I do like to chat. I do like to have a conversation, try and see what people are doing, even find out what people are shopping as well. I had a really good conversation with a 79-year-old yesterday, just outside Sainsbury's. So I was telling them about the people powered places, and we were chatting about the cost of living and the cost of biscuits, how they've gone up really high. So that was really, really interesting. This is our agenda for today. Welcome, obviously. We'll do some housekeeping, and you'll kind of find out about why we are here today for the people powered places. We'll be hearing from our councillors for East Ham Wall and East Ham South, and the working group members and our youth advisory board for that. Then we'll go into discussion side and more about you on your tables and try and get your ideas, your thoughts, your suggestions of that kind of steps. And then we look at things around on the next steps of it. So it's going to be quite packed out. You're going to be hearing my voice. You might get bored. I do apologize. You know, I'm not Lionel Richie in that way. But yes, we'll be hearing some great project leads as well, and also from our working groups. So just some housekeeping. As I said earlier, this is a hybrid meeting, so we do have people joining online who weren't able to attend in person, and it's also obviously in person as well in the library. We do not have a fire alarm, and if the fire alarm goes off, it's for real. But if that does go off, and hopefully it doesn't, there's 2 fire exits. One just backwards from your side is on your right hand side. Come to the car park, and that's where the assembly point is. We do have a room team who will be able to escort you and guide you if that does happen. So this meeting will be recorded, and if you are online, you can turn off your camera, but please leave your camera on. It'd be nice to see you. If you're having a bad hair day like mine, then turn it off if you wish to do so. We do have Irina and Tony who'll be doing BSL. Does anyone require BSL in the room? Not currently, not an easy shift today. But if you do, put your hand up and we'll be able to get you guys with our BSL interpreters. Thank you. So for this session, just some little ground rules. Listen to each other. It's really important. Be respectful. Everyone has different opinions. Share what comes to your mind. Enjoy being part of shaping East Ham community neighborhood. That's the fun bit. That's what we're here for today. So when you were coming into the live registration, you may have filled out the consent form for pictures in any way. there is a photographer in the room, and if anyone don't wish to have their pictures taken, please raise your hand. Okay. There's one, two, three. Can the room team pick that up, and you'll get a lanyard, a red lanyard, just to make sure our photographer does not take pictures of those individuals. Now the photographer will know with the lanyard, Councillor. You may be asking why, where these pictures go. So the images are used by council and our engagement, resident engagement participation team to publicize our events. And this is kind of printed digitally or in print, like newspaper articles, brochures, newsletters, websites, social media, and email marketing. In order for Newham Council to comply with data protection and confidentiality regulations, we need to obtain your written consent, which you may have done upon registering at the start. If you haven't, please fill the form out and we could bring that out for you. Okay? So you must be thinking, why we're here today? Why did you turn up on this hot day when I could be watching Emmerdale, Channel 4 News or something? But you're here for a real important. What is People Powered Places? Firstly, before I get into it, whose is it first time to be here for the People Powered Places? Raise your hands. And who's been here in the previous cycles? Okay. That's good to know. So what is People Powered Places? It's the council's participatory budgeting program, and it's one of the largest participatory programs in the country. And this is something that we as Newham should be proud of. Everyone looks at Newham, and it's a real successful program that's been running for a number of years. We have 1.6 million pounds of funding to give to residents, voluntary community faith sector organizations. And you may be saying, where does this money come from? The money comes from developers, and you'll hear the word NCIL, and that is the Neighbourhood Community Infrastructure Levy side of it. As I said earlier, it's been running since a number of years, and it has been since 2018. And we have funded over 300 projects across that time, across all neighborhoods. And in 2023-25 cycle, just the previous cycle, 114 projects were completed. And I think that's a brilliant achievement for Newham, and just over 54,000 people were engaged in this. I think we should give a round of applause the amount of residents that took part in this program across Newham. It's been very successful for that. So how does it work? So each neighborhood, and we are one of each neighborhood, we are East Ham, get allocated £200,000 each, and we may just have a little bit more than that, and this will be kind of announced just later on through that time on our Co-Create website when we do that. Residents choose their local priorities to shape the type of projects that can receive funding. As I said earlier, residents, voluntary, community faith sector, and young people can apply for this funding. Then residents decide how the funding is spent through voting for the projects and who could be part of it. So anyone who lives, works, or learn, that's going to education, going to the schools or colleges, can take part in East Ham Community Neighbourhoods People Powered Places program. So this is the cycle for the next program, next cycle, which is now 2025 to to 2027. It's a 2-year cycle. And you may have seen a lot of emails and publicity just in June, and some of you may have started to vote for some number of projects. So in June was an opportunity to choose your local projects, and you may have come into our library, you may have done that on the Co-Create websites, or you may have seen myself or Kulsuma on the high streets. We weren't just there with our tables and our posters, but we are encouraging residents to choose their local priorities to do that. In July, September, it's an opportunity for you to apply to bring those projects ideas to life. So applying for the funding and attend one of the support clinics that are done centrally, but also for East Ham that will have specifically for East Ham residents who may have any questions or advice or guidance that myself or Hajira will be able to do that. Then in November, vote for your top 10 projects that will make a difference to your neighborhood. And then from March 2026 to February 2027, it'll be for the project leads to deliver the projects to improve our local area. Then in March 2027, is bringing projects together and celebrating what's been kind of achieved. You'll see this cycle a lot of times, but it just gives you an overview, an outline of what the 2-year cycle will be about. And through the last cycle, we've been working and listening and doing a number of workshops with project leads, residents, and listening to how can we make the program much better for this year. And we've kind of ring-fenced funding. 25% of funding should be resident-led projects, and they could apply up to £5,000. So that is £50,000 worth of projects should be from residents. 25% youth-led projects, and that's 10,000 per project, and that's another £50,000. And then 50% of voluntary community faith sector lead projects, and that's £20,000 each. Youth-led projects need to be delivered within an organization. So it could be with a youth organization, a school, or a youth zone, a youth club, or any other youth club group that they could link up with to deliver that program. Can everyone hear? Yeah? Okay. I thought you were all falling asleep. But anyway, okay. Next slide. Also, launching an alumni network. And this is really important because we've gone through so many cycles. There's been some amazing work, amazing project leads, and it's to bring them together to guide, be mentors, the peer talk, and just give kind of guidance around that. And how do we bring those previous projects to the new projects in one room to kind of do that. Creating a youth advisory board, and it's been done successfully this year, and we'll be hearing from some youth advisory board members later. And one of the big feedback that we were getting is limiting projects to receive funding if they've received it 3 times in the previous from the previous cycle. So that's another thing that is part of the new changes for this year. I know you're tired of my voice, but I'm just going to bring our councillors out at the front. Councillor Masters, can all councillors come at the front? Councillor Shantu. So these are our East Ham councillors from Warland, East Ham South, East Ham South, and East Ham South. I'll just give the mic to each councillor just to say a few words.
Good evening or good afternoon. Councillor Lester Hudson, Warland Ward, and it's your opportunity to decide what you want to spend on your local priorities within your local areas. as part of participatory democracy.
Thank you. I'm Councillor Susan Masters, and I've been the councillor in East Ham South, which is the part of East Ham just below Central Park, below Mitcham Road, below Flanders Road, down to the A13, and I've been doing that now for 11 years. So come and say hi. We do have another meeting tonight, so we'll be in and out, but it's great to see so many familiar faces here, but equally some new faces. And I'm really excited to see what projects come forward.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Shanta Feidos, Councillor for East Ham Central, but we call now East Ham Ward. So it's lovely to see you all together, because tonight, all of you will a decision together. And just I was talking to the lady, she was sharing her experience. She's thinking we need to see more job for young people. So just you think, what do you think most important for community? It's not an individual thing. When you decide the whole resident will be facilitated with your project and support that project, because it's not individual thing. So think for entire community, what is the best for our people. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Femi Falola, one of the councillors for East Ham Centre. It's good to see all of you here. It's looking great, and coming together to think about how to make our area better, how to unite together and talk together and see the benefit of coming together and decide what is good for us. It's a great thing to do, and I hope you enjoy tonight. Please keep the flag flying. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Lakmini Shah. I'm a councillor for East Ham South with Councillor Masters here, and I've been there for 20 years as a councillor. And it's really great that you are here with great ideas that will have better outcomes for our residents in East Ham. And here, all of us will be collectively supporting you to get your projects up and running with the officers. So good luck to all. Thank you.
Thank you, councillors. Really appreciate that. Anna, is there any members online?
There isn't any. Back.
No? Okay, thanks, Sam.
No.
If I could bring Maf on just to say a few words from our corporate director.
Afternoon, everyone. So I'm Maf Khan. I'm the acting director of early help and safeguarding. So I've been working in Newham for the past 6 years. I actually have got really full memory of East Ham. Back in the day, I studied in Newham College, so I did my A-levels there. So I'm really glad that I'm here. And I was just thinking, maybe back in the day, I could have applied for this because I was a student here as well. So it's really great. Just wanted to say that People Power Places and its broader communication and collaborative is part of our corporate new agenda. And I'm really pleased that I'm here to listen to some of the ideas that you have, and I'm going to go around all the tables just to listen to you and see what ideas you have. So I'm really glad I'm here, and just wanted to say thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much. The working group, East Ham Working Group. So you must be thinking, who are these guys? They're the most important part of our program in East Ham, and these are residents who are on the working group who'll be doing a lot of work with us to make sure by scoring applications and visiting projects and stuff. So we just back in April, May time, we had an opportunity to go out and recruit, and there was a massive interest from the community to be part of the working group. And we were only able to have 15 residents here. But I'm just gonna bring us Soraya, not putting you on the spot, but just to say a few words and take over this program.
Hello, everyone. not putting me on the spot, but kind of putting me on the spot. It's nice to see everyone today. I can see my neighbors, my friends, my family here today. I've got a few notes in front of me. So I live in East Ham. I've lived in Newham most of my life. I have lived experience within the area. We collectively know what areas we're doing well at and which areas we would like to prioritize, and therefore we can think of project ideas together as a community. Can I ask the people-powered working group members to stand up, please? If you can all introduce yourselves, I'm going to come over with the mic and just tell us why you decided to join the working group.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Salman Khan, and I am very grateful and thankful for selecting me for this People-Powered Place working group. The agenda, the purpose for me joining this community group is mainly to pay back to some level the community that East Ham and Newham is providing to us as a member or as a local residents, and just to apply our knowledges and skills and whatever we can to improve the situation in our community by selecting the projects or by sharing the good ideas and I think just actively participating whatever the abilities we have in whatever dimensions. I work for Ford Motor Company as a design engineer, so I think too much about what we can do to promote educations and skills and these sort of things. That's why I'm here for, just to help whatever which direction I can. Thank you.
Thank you, Salman. Now we have Tracy.
Hi everyone, I'm Tracy. I live in East Ham and I love living in East Ham. I think it's a great place to be, but there's also places that need to be improved in East Ham, and I think the best ways we can do this is working as a community, getting the ideas from the community. We can solve our issues, we just need some support, and that's what the working group, the councillors, Zach Hajira are here to do. So I'm really pleased to be part of this group.
Hi, my name is Rahana, and I'm quite excited about joining People-Powered Places. I'm really looking forward to working with all of you to enhance the quality of life for East Ham residents, and I'm passionate about making a difference to the community.
Hi, I'm Caroline, long-term resident, lived here pretty much all my life. I think East Ham has got vibrancy, it's got real soul, but there are some problems. And I think these projects that everyone's going to put together can really deliver a vision for what we can do to make it even better. So that's why I'm here. Hopefully I can add something to the process. And thank you for inviting me.
Hello everyone, my name is Agi. I'm living in East Ham over 20 years now. I have kids that grown here and I work locally too. It's a pleasure being a part of People-Powered Places and working on the other side of it. Last cycle, I've been one of the project leads. So I'm hoping to bring my experience and some skills to the board and help residents on the journey to help our neighborhood a bit better and improve it and help your ideas to flourish. So yeah, just go ahead. I think it's a fantastic project and an idea that us residents can beat and apply for funding to see some of our ideas and opportunities to flourish and make life better in our neighborhood. So yeah, I'm very looking forward to hearing about this.
Hello everyone, my name is Wendy. I'm one of the group members for Wall N. I've been living in Newham for a very long time. it brought to my attention that I want to know more about my world, what is going on, what is happening. The more I grew up, going university, I realized it's not only about education, there's the other factors that affect us as residents. And so I want to put that knowledge into working with the community. I realize having a community is very important, and we can all move forward because I believe Newham has great potential. Is one of the second borough that has young people. So I think these kind of projects are really gonna elevate us and make us, go further.
Hey, hello, my name is Joseph. I was a working group member last time, and I joined this time as well. I love being part of this community. So what I'm looking forward for this time is I would like to see a wide range of projects, fun to engage with and be part of, and be proud of East Ham, and being part of the community. Thank you very much.
Just a massive round of applause for our residents who are on our working group. So they've been working with us for the next 2 years to make this program successful and being more transparent in seeing how we do this. So thank you very much. Sarai, thanks for that. I know I put you on the spot, but thank you. We talked about the youth advisory boards, and that was created not so long ago, and just to improve how we work with young people in getting them into the program on that. So they've got a group as well that's been from across all areas, and I believe there's 15 working group members for the Youth Advisory Board. And we're very lucky. We've got 2 young people here. I'd like to bring them out here, Samara and Austin, if you could come out to the front. Give them a big round of applause first. And I'll get them to say a few words as well. But like I said, it's really important to have young people on the program and steering us and how we engage with young people, type of projects, and listen to their voice is really, really important. So if I give you the mic.
Hello. My name is Austin. I've lived in East Ham all my life. I hope we're all West Ham fans over here. That's what I like to see. And I think this project's really important because it gives an opportunity made by the community, for the community, to support young entrepreneurs, creatives, and disruptors to grow and connect and feel heard, which means they're more likely to succeed. And these places can open up doors for funding and give support and advice to many young people that might not have the connections for this. So this helps turn in ideas into action and dreams into real opportunities. And I think it's all about giving power back to the people so that the next generation can build and lead. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Samara, and today what I'll be doing is recapping what happened at our last event if you weren't there. So basically what happened was that we were talking about what the Youth Advisory Board is, which I'm sure this gentleman over here has recapped what it is and why we and other 13 members of the Youth Advisory Board have decided to join the Youth Advisory Board, and also the exciting opportunities that People Power places. So I'd like to start off with the fact there are in East Ham, there are almost 100,000 residents, which is like 4.5% of Newham, which is like 350,000 of us in Newham. And there's poor health, poverty, and economic decline are all in the rise, and many more. The Youth Advisory Board will make sure that all voices are heard, no matter what age, what gender, whatever you are. As members, our role is to advise, represent, and engage. We bring forward ideas, review local projects like people-powered places, and ensure that community initiatives reflect the need of all the residents. We work together to promote inclusivity, develop leadership skills, and inspire others to get involved. Our aim is clear. To build a stronger and more connected Newham, we want to see more youth engagement, more shared spaces, and more decisions made with young people at the table. This is our time, our place, and our power. Let's use it.
Thank you very much, guys. You can see the energy there and really powerful voices there as well. It was great to get kind of young people's voices, and like Austin said, you know, the word disrupt. And if my dad heard that and I was disruptive in class, he'll be pulling me on the side. But it's nice to get young people in there and shows my age as well. So these, so Newham's strategy to build a fairer Newham, the strategy to summarize a document called the corporate plan. Building a fairer Newham has 8 priorities that the council will focus on. But we'll be focusing on the 6 ones. A healthier Newham and aging well, Newham inclusive economy to support you in those hard times, your neighborhood, safer Newham, supporting our young people, people-powered Newham and widening participation. So these are the 6 local priorities that we will be discussing on your tables with our facilitators. So now it's your time. So since June, as I said earlier, since June 3rd to 22nd of June, you were voting. You were going out, came into our libraries, came to visit us, and you did a voting in person, and you done this online on the Co-Create website. Just under 400 neighbours have been choosing local priorities, and that's, you know, excellent from residents to participate. You know, 395 residents that have done that. So now you'll have a chance to discuss the priorities with your neighbours, and you could do that on your table. And if you haven't voted, this is your final chance to vote today, and this will count to our 3 priorities, which will be announced after this session. This will be then added to the neighbourhood priorities choices. So local priorities will shape the type of project that will receive funding to meet East Ham's community needs and goals. So if I get our facilitators ready, so there's facilitators on each room. If facilitators could put your hand up. Yeah, you've got facilitators. They'll talk you through an opportunity. So what I would like you to do is, for each table, choose your top 3 priorities. As a table, have a discussion, choose your top 3 priorities out of the 6 priorities. And then if you have not voted, there is a QR code. Put your vote in, and then we'll come back to the table. So we've got 15 minutes for this now. Yes. Thank you, Joey, Barbara, Alicia, Miriam, Caroline, Murdo, Mary.
Right, I'm closing the vote.
Brilliant. Okay. I think before anything's revealed and looking at the results, we're going to go first online to our friends. We've not forgot about them. Let's wave at them so that they know that we love them and they are around. Hello, online.
Hello.
Anna,
Hello.
Anna, it'd be nice to see what came from your discussions and what the top 3 priorities for East Ham that you discussed on your online.
Oh, well, we kind of had more of a discussion rather than deciding on 3. But health and well-being came through pretty clearly. community safety, youth empowerment, and community development and participation, which is 4, not 3, but we had a really great conversation.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks a lot. We'll just go on in person. So we're just going to pick a couple of tables. I'm just going to go at the back. Merdine's table. Merdine's going to say, he always picks on me.
Oh yes, we had we had a brilliant discussion going here, and Aisha would like to speak on the 3 that they felt were of much concern for the neighborhood.
Hello, hiya. So we picked community development and participation. We picked inclusive economy, and we picked community safety because we felt under the headings, if we spent time improving and working on these, then youth empowerment, health and well-being, and environment and public spaces would all be included in that, because as people work together, become a community, we start to have sort of love and joy in the surroundings around us, but also have mentorship and support with one another. And we can only do that if we behave in a way that's inclusive for all. So that's why we picked that.
Okay, I'll have to come there. My little legs.
Thank you so much. Our table 25, we had an amazing conversation about the 3 priorities. Our choice is the same as lovely colleagues online, exactly the same 3 priorities. And working group member, Wendy, will talk about them in details.
So we had a good discussion about what are the main priorities in our community, and we all agree that community safety is at the top, because we can see a lot of young children, they're growing up and they start to believe that knife crime and gangs are normal, which are not. And also we are concerned about women walking in the streets, that we should feel safe. Also in parks, we realize that Newham has a lot of potential. It's got a lot of green areas, but because of homeless people or other reasons that make it risky, they don't take the children anymore out. The second priority we chose, it was youth empowerment. We think our children are growing and they need a place and they need a voice. So we have realized that Newham is doing the best in keeping them busy during half term, but we need something more throughout the year. Now that there's nice weather, there should be more activities, something that can help parents and involve them in developing their creativity as well. And the last one was community development. So we know that Newham is very diverse. There's people from different backgrounds, and we need to be able to respect each other's culture, and we all live together for the same reason, which is like be empowered by a community. So I think having that dialogue with intercultural is very important.
Thank you very much. Sarah, I'm just going to come to the young table. Oh, you picked somebody, yeah?
I think there's a bit of a common theme between most of the tables. So we decided the same sort of thing, health and well-being being a top priority. I think we can all see it when we're driving around or walking around, the amount of food banks that have opened up. It's sad how the cost of living crisis has gone hit Newham super hard. I think it's hit everywhere, but you can see it driving around and walking around. The second thing we highlighted was community safety. I think Siley had made a really good point about not feeling safe walking around in the evenings after 7 o'clock. I've noticed myself, again, the changes over the last decade or so, where you've got youth hanging about, maybe not doing maybe not the best of things, and it's changing the area massively, and we need to sort that out. And the third thing that's important to us, especially with me being a dad to 4 girls, is youth empowerment. I think if we can get to the youth and make them understand it's not a short-term thing, it's a long-term goal you've got to have, it will make a big difference.
Thank you. Do you want to say something?
My name is Nora. I think we should prioritize health and well-being because we need to improve health and social care. Taking health inequality includes economy and environment and public safety.
Amazing. Thank you.
So I think it was pretty unanimous that everyone has voted for health and well-being. I think it's important to speak out and find support if you feel like you need it. Engage in some physical activity is definitely important if you're able-bodied, because it can do a lot for your mental health. And just to be able to access the support when you need it, and I think everyone here has pretty much voted for that. We also agreed that youth empowerment is important because the youth are the future, and it will give an opportunity for the young people to strive towards doing the right things. So with opportunities like allowing youth-led projects, it can get kids off the streets and looking to get and earn an honest living rather than selling drugs and doing stuff they shouldn't be doing and hanging around, which links to community safety, which is also very important throughout this table, because if we're empowering the youth, and from what we heard, it seems like it's been getting worse in this area throughout the last couple of years. And I mean, investing in places like youth zones and just educating people, we can allow the community to feel safer and people to walk around and enjoy where they live. And also, inclusive economy is a big one because there's people in this borough that can't turn on the heating and can barely feed their kids. So I mean, I think it just comes down to taxing the rich, really, but just support local businesses and just help people when they need it.
Thank you. Barbara. Come on, guys.
So our table has come up with youth empowerment as one of the biggest priorities that we think is really important, because they said the youth in Neom need something to do. They need something to occupy their time, so we can take sorry, I didn't hear. So they need something to occupy their time, especially it's coming up to the summer holiday. You see them just idling about. So youth empowerment is really important if we have a project where it can occupy them at all times. And then the next one is community safety. We all agree on the table that they all agree that community safety is very important, especially when it comes to women, children. Men is important as well, but a lot of crimes and activity that happen in and around Neom. So having some project or something that can help women, young people, and the elderly would be really important, especially to do like something like a karate. I know they have that already, but just to encouraging more people to do like self-defense and stuff like that for the kids and for the women. Health and well-being is another one that was really important for us because as one of the colleagues on the table, she stated there is a lot of like vulnerable people who cannot afford to feed their kids and stuff like that. So they choose health and well-being as one of the main priority as well.
Thank you. Salman, or Tracy, I don't know who's, Tracy been nominated, yeah?
I wasn't nominated. My neighbour here was nominated, but she's feeling a bit shy. But this is an amazing lady, by the way, who's done lots of volunteering work in East Ham Library. And straight away, she kind of identified youth empowerment, community safety, and health and well-being as one of the key things that she sees coming through the library that needs to be supported. We all agreed around the table that all 6 are really important, and they all feed into each other. So actually, we didn't really want to pick 3, but for the table discussion, these are the 3 that we decided. The importance of supporting our young people, the importance of making sure we feel safe in our areas, and especially for our elderly as well, to be able to walk out in the evenings and feel safe. And also the importance of health and well-being is like the core thing that drives all these things: good mental health, good well-being.
Thank you, Tracy. You done really well putting on the spot there. We'll take one more table. Who's dying? Aggie. Yeah? Okay. Mary's table.
I'd like to start with something that's on here that I think's not appropriate. In the community safety, I'm not sure that this type of pot of money is very relevant to that, because we have a ward panel, and there's quite a few of us here that attend the ward panels with the councillors and the police, and we'd like to see more of you there. And I think that's the place where that thing is actually engaged. There's Zach over there, there's one of them. But we've gone for health and well-being, which is very relevant to all of us, whatever our age is. Environment and public spaces, which we know that Newham's one of the places with the least green areas in the whole of London. In fact, I think in the whole of the country. And so more use and, targeted use really needs to be made of environment and public spaces, and community development and participation, as other people have said. You know, we've got a very diverse community, and the more participation we have and the more contact we have with each other, the more understanding and cohesion that we have in our community. So we go with them 3, and I'll pass over to you.
Thank you, Paul.
One more table, just one more table. Caroline, your table.
Hi, we had a really good discussion. We came up with our 3 options, but it was such a struggle because we just felt everything had value. And my colleague here would like to discuss it a bit further.
Thank you very much. I think all of us have got it right. I was listening to whatever you presented, and community safety kept coming up, youth empowerment coming up, and well-being, health and well-being coming up. When you look at community safety, we need this safety. We need to tackle environment. I mean, the root of crime, and eliminate things like gangs, radicalism, so that our spaces as well are safe, and we create environment that is trustable, everyone is confident, everyone respects, and we can feel at free meeting people in the evening, traveling here and there. So community safety was very priority for us, it was very prime for us. And youth empowerment also, after environment or community is safe, then we equip our youth with the skills so that they don't roll it around aimlessly and end in aimless or activities that are not promoting their employment and development. Health and well-being was also very, very crucial. We discussed it, couldn't leave it behind. Tackling crises, as I saw, food banks are increasing. That means there is a crisis, there is unemployment. That means we are short of skills, unemployable skills. So we need skills in young and old, and also we need to look after our people, old and young, their mental health and what do I say, and housing and everything, so that everybody is catered for. So our three is community safety, youth empowerment, health and well-being. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I know two tables have asked for it, but I'm going to give you 30 seconds each for the last two tables that didn't get the opportunity. I think if you just say your top three priorities, that would be kind of enough. We're just going to be running out of time on that.
Thank you. Good evening. We have a consensus, and it's health and well-being, youth and empowerment, and community safety. But I just wanted to put some figures to health and well-being. So the NUM's Joint Needs Assessment says over 42,000 adults were diagnosed with depression and anxiety. So that's why I think health and well-being is really important. Just going to quickly go to youth empowerment.
Okay, so I was going to say youth empowerment is definitely one of the most important things in this area because the youth is the future. If you don't take care of the future, then the next 30 years, they're going to be complaining about the same things we're complaining about today. So I think that youth empowerment, that means we need to try taking the youth in, trying to help them in a safe environment, help them think on how they can better themselves in the future and help thrive Newham.
Thank you very much. Last table, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Sorry, I'll leave it for you for 30 seconds.
We have chosen community safety as the number one, then youth empowerment, then health and well-being. So that's the 30 seconds.
Wow. Let's done that in 15. Well done. Thank you very much. Everyone's feedback. That was really powerful. We ready?
Countdown. We're ready.
Countdown. Shall we do a countdown, everyone? Yeah? Right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh, wow. Oh. So look, so top one that came up was health and well-being, community safety, and youth empowerment. I mean, sorry, community development.
Look here.
Oh, sorry. Health and well-being, community safety, and community development and participation are East Ham's top three priorities. Thank you very much, everybody. We got there. This has been going on since June. But okay. So I'm just having a stir, so I get to see it as well. Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much. Before we just get into the next bit, I just want to bring up Funmi, just to give you a little inspiration. She's our project lead from the last cycle, so she could talk about what her journey was through this process and what she kind of gained from that. So, 3 minutes.
Good evening, East Ham. Good evening, everyone. I'm Funmi. I'm CEO of East Six Sisters Community Pantry. I want to tell you about an opportunity that everyone can tap from if you're a resident of East Ham, and the opportunity is here, and it's called People's Powered Places. And that is a great opportunity. If you haven't heard about it, if you have an idea, don't let it die under your kitchen table. Bring it out, speak to people. I wrote my idea during the COVID, and they were so fabulous. And they're here to support you. They will be supporting you from the foundation to the top of the project. So don't think you're on your own and nobody is going to listen to me. I want to tell you something. No project idea is an invalid project. Go for it, do it, speak to someone, and they will be ready to support you. I was supported with the senior officers from the foundation of my project. Now we have almost up to 500 families, and in the 2,000 individuals subscribe to us at E6 Sisters Pantry. I am one of the success story of People's Power Places. So if you haven't done it, please don't hide it under your kitchen table. Go for it. Thank you.
Wicked. Thank you very much for me. That's a really great project, from paper to reality. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's get to the tables again. What we want with the facilitators will explain. We want to hear maybe one or two ideas that could kind of come, like, as Funmi said, onto paper, as how can it be delivered as a reality. There are experts in the room as well who will be able to kind of walk around and just listening to your project ideas and guide you as well into that. So we're going to go into this bit and then we'll come back to listen to your ideas soon as well. So facilitators will explain to you. Thank you very much. To pick some tables that would be able to feed that back. So Hajira, where do I come? First. So Joe's table, table 58.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Namaste. Shalom. Shasrikal. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Paita Malik. I'm going to highlight what is the best way to communicate with the government, with the authorities, with the people, with the carers, because I'm one of the elderly people who knows very well. That includes in the community safety priority. The people in the care home are not 100% safe. That will be done in our play, how we highlight it in the community centers, in public halls, in theaters, in schools, where young people who are young carers, they will get involved and look out how their elderly are being treated in the care home. And then it also includes the priority of community development and participation. People who are doing the hectic. I am involved with several community groups with members, 65 people to 150 members. So they all can have the chance to participate in the drama, how to present it with all the emotions, with all the truth to the authority, how our people are not safe. Thank you.
So adding on to for the health and well-being of elderly people, so intergenerational aspects. The second point is youth people should support elderly people by running drama sessions and artistic sessions. And third one, engaging with colleges. And the fourth one, drama groups run by youth zones and the after schools for the support of the elderly people.
Thank you very much. Ajira, you picked Saudia's table. Saudi, you have someone to just talk about the idea and how that will be from paper to reality.
Well, currently, it's just a bit of a dream, so we'll see what it's. So our idea on this table was around creating community champions and having subcategories that encompass all of our priorities, including community safety. So we started with examples around Neighborhood Watch. So community champions would be people who assist vulnerable people or each other, their peers, around things like helping the elderly with things like shopping, getting to and from places safely. There could be a means-tested assessment to see needs so that people are prioritized on an app. We'd use people's skills and knowledge, involve the youth as well because they're very, very tech-savvy. Some of us are not. They can help us create the apps. They can help us engage with their families and elderly people. We need the money and things for reimbursing time and fuel, travel expenses,
things like that, marketing, etc. So I don't know what it would look like. Like I said, it would be predominantly volunteer-led because it's a very, very, very limited budget. But I think it encompasses so many different people because it involves the council, police, Transport for London, VS, voluntary community sector organisations, schools, etc. So I think it's all in the name, community champions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next table, Hajira. Blame her, yeah?
So, sorry, room. Can I interrupt quickly that we've had a message in the chat from... Oh, I don't know if they can hear me.
A community... We have an idea with Hot Wheels of Hope, where it encourages the social enterprises, and it is volunteer-led, and it gives chances to learn different, encourage people to have hot meals and prepare meals and assist the public. They can even pay if they want. If they don't want, they don't have to. Such kind of a thing. And I've got another one which helps in the mental health activities. There's a digital technology that assists with the health. We have so many apps, and we can encourage people to use that technology to assist with health, and thus health and well-being is maintained. And another one is the community gardens. We have community gardens for the environmental health. And to do with the community safety, there's something like the local community business can help with the community safety. We can integrate some activities with their help.
Okay, thank you very much. Just go on this side. We do love you guys as well. I'm in a Jyoti. Oh.
Okay, so my idea is a safe space to heal. I'm telling myself. And women, especially in diverse, immigrant, and underserved community, are carrying invisible loads. And many experience silent depression, postnatal overwhelm, anxiety, and disconnection after giving birth, caring for family, or navigating life as a new environment without support. Most won't say it out loud, but the body says it for them. Low mood, fatigue, feeling alone, even in a room full of people. So if they have a safe space to go to, then they're able to express themselves in a healthier way.
Thank you very much. A lot of themes coming out there, a lot of health and well-being type projects, ideas. Now we're going to be going to Soraya's table. Oh, sorry. Is this the same one here as well, Jyoti?
Hi, I'm Shilali. So me and my friend, we were thinking we have a background in fitness and in dance, and we were hoping to kind of just host classes surrounding strength conditioning and stretching, so SES. So effectively we'll be targeting health and well-being, and some feedback that we got was that this could be a helpful idea. We would be targeting, it's open for everyone, but we'd be targeting women, especially around premenopausal time as well, because their body's going through a lot of changes. And in terms of timings, we'd like to host, one thing that we observed is a lot of the classes are before 6 p.m. So we'd like to host them after 6 p.m. so that working women and mums can also attend, and also do some classes during lunchtime because people work from home. And yeah, it's just really physical health, improves mental health as well. So that's just it really, not much further to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Soraya?
Good afternoon. We actually chose community safety, and one of the points that we came up with is doing ride-along. So getting the youth off the streets and letting them learn about the actual law and why it's implemented in our community. And it would be a good chance for them to actually see what goes on behind the scenes and understand why the police work the way that they do. Another point that we came up with was neighborhood watch. This would be like a group of streets or one street working together as neighbors to tackle antisocial behavior or drug taking, for example. It could be use of surveillance cameras, an opportunity to come along as a community and talk about issues and how to tackle them as well. Before I go, I will pass it on to Zara.
Message was to keep Newham tidy. That's what she would like to say. Well done. Okay, just last table before we go on to our friends online.
Hi. So we've been talking about environment and public spaces, but very much linked to health and well-being. So we have a representative here, Daniel, from Central Park Bowling Club, and the idea is to make it open to the wider community and promote it, especially around young people. Families, maybe even girls and mothers. So creating some sessions that are above the ones that are typically open, and promote traditional sports to new generations, so rejuvenalizing it, encouraging physical activity, community building, and improving public spaces. The ideas are still in the working process, but it's looking very lovely and promising, and it's part of Central Park. So it would be lovely that wider community, wider neighborhood knew about Bowling Club and used it more. So there are projects coming up that hopefully we will see as ideas and will be given for voting later on.
Thank you very much. We're going to go on to our friends online. Anna?
Hello. I'm going to
Hello,
hand over to Leanta.
Hi all. Yeah, so we had a good conversation about ideas and that, and in our team in Community Arts Newham, a couple of the members have been talking about running an art creche at our prior project, which is on Flanders Road, which is hopefully open by next month for everybody to come and see. But an art creche for parents who want to come and use the space but don't have childcare. So on site, an art creche will be facilitated for the children as well. And secondly, there's also the option of a mobile art creche. So this is where we're thinking about partnering up with other spaces within East Ham, Newham, where the mobile art creche can go to spaces that are already running projects, and the parents might not, have childcare arrangements. And yeah, also we're pondering around the space that we've redeveloped over the past few months. We've realised that obviously in the summer it's going to be great. It's an outdoor space with limited indoor space. In the summer it's great, but then in the winter not so great. So we don't want it to be a space where the community can only develop themselves creatively only in the summer. We want it to kind of be like all seasons. So we're looking at ways that we could develop it into a warm space as well, a warm space outside, so that it's not just one season a year. Because everybody has different priorities in life, and some parents work better in the winter, some work better in the summer, and so on. So those are the kind of things that we're looking at within the team. And yeah, that's a bit of it.
Thank you, Lianta.
Welcome.
Anna, any more?
No,
Okay.
that was the main one we unpacked.
Thank you very much. Right, there were some great ideas there. Still some in progress and stuff, but excellent. We're going to go to Councillor McLean, who's online, to look at our next steps for this program. Councillor McLean.
Hi, good evening, everybody. We've had some really great discussions online, and but I can really feel the energy coming from the room there, and that's the beauty of People Power Places, that we are hybrid. So you know, if you want to come along in person, you can do that, meet your neighbours, but you can also meet your neighbours online as well. So we've heard some of your initial ideas, we've voted on our priorities, and we know our 3 priorities now, and so now is the time for you to start applying for your funding and to develop your project ideas. So the applications for funding will open on the 18th of July and it will close on the 14th of September. So that gives everybody enough time over the summer to really think about what they want to do and to you know, write their really in-depth projects. So I know that from feedback from residents, it was found that sometimes the process in the last cycles was a bit clunky. So we have a new platform called Plinth, which will make it a lot easier for you to submit your ideas. But also you can do it by video, or you can do it by audio, or you can just use a traditional Word document. So we're making it as accessible as possible for residents to be able to apply for the funding. There'll also be online clinics, as there was last time around. So there'll be 3 central clinics, one for VCFS, one for youth-led projects, and one for resident-led projects. But also the team there in East Ham will be running extra sessions for the residents of East Ham, so that you can get as much help as you need to be able to put in a project application, because we want as many as possible, so that the residents have as many to choose from. So yeah, next slide, please. So yeah, so why should you apply for funding? Well, I know that a lot of you probably know why you want to, but it's important for you to do so, to tell your friends about it as well. Because it's not just about your ideas, it's about changing things within your local area, and also, you know, getting buy-in from your friends and neighbours who may also have identified things that you think needs changing. I mean, I know on my street that we talk about things that irk us within our local area. So yeah, you can all come together and to help to change things. But also it's an opportunity to meet with people and to meet with your neighbours and to share ideas and to grow your network. I mean, I know that in our discussions online, there's been some synergies forming where there's been similar ideas, so I can see how people could potentially work together. But not only is it about changing your things within your community, but it's also about developing yourself and developing your knowledge and your skills. So yeah, next slide, please. So the online support clinics that I spoke about. So for VCFS-led projects, it's on Tuesday, the 22nd of July from 5 till 7. Resident-led projects are Thursday, the 24th of July, again, 5 till 7. And the youth-led projects are Wednesday, the 30th of July, 5 till 7. And just remember that the youth-led projects are, you know, the young people need to be supported by an organisation, so either their school or a youth project or their faith group. But yeah, just so that they're not alone, so they have support to do that. And I think that's all my slides. No, here we go. The East Ham support clinics that I was speaking about. So they'll be on Tuesdays from 10 till 12, or Thursdays from 2 till 4. See, the team are always accessible. They're doing sessions that can, you know, if you work during the day or in the evening, there's projects, support clinics there to help you at all times. But you all know Zach and the team there, and they are very, very helpful. Really great guys. So yeah, they can help you to develop your project ideas. And now the most important bit, well, not the most important, but it is really, really important for us to have your feedback on the event. We always like to hear from residents so we can see how we can improve things. Because this is a process where we're forever learning and trying to make things better. So please scan the QR code. Those online, we've put it in the chat. So yeah, just click on the link and please complete the event feedback. So all those in the room, have a safe journey home. All those at home, you're already there. So enjoy the rest of your evenings. And I look forward to seeing you at the next event in a couple of months. Brilliant. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Councillor McLean. Just a round of applause for Councillor McLean and our friends online. We just say bye to our friends online first. Yeah. If you all wave to them, I'm sure they'll wave back.
Bye,
everyone. See them. Now, wave into us.
Bye all. Bye.
Okay. But firstly, thank you very much. There is still support. There are these online clinics that the participatory team doing centrally, and it is worth attending. But if you can't make those, myself and Hajira doing East Ham's clinics, which will be running from 22nd of July till the September, 11th of September. So you'll be able to come and see us. We'll be able to advise you. We'll be able to signpost you and guide you with your applications. Any niggles you may have or anything like that. Come and speak to us. We're not scary. And if you can't make those times, you could also email us and we'll be able to make one-to-one sessions for you specifically. So thank you very much. Thank you to the participatory team, Sadia, Anna, Sam, for great work they've been doing, not just now, but way before the planning side on it. So thank you very much. Also, the staff that have been facilitating, thank you very much for that. And the working group members, excellent. And most of you who turned up today. So really appreciate it. We are still here for the next few minutes. Come and speak to us. But thank you very much for attending East Ham Community Neighbourhood Forum. Thank you.